Okay, where is he? Okay, you ready? Okay.
Hello, hello, hello. I'm doing the only court I see available. But at a quick glance, it looked like it had some promise. Judge Burton's always a good time.
All right, I think I got a full house here. Mr. Benton, unmute, turn on your camera, please. Mr. Benton, unmute, turn on your camera, please. And Mr. Morris, good morning.
Good morning.
We got Mr.
Who's
Vincent.
your client?
Devin Harris.
Devin Harris?
Yeah.
We got him here at DDC, sir.
All right, can you bring him out first?
Yes, sir.
And
My client's here too, Judge.
and followed by Mr. what's your call, Ryan
Landers.
excuse me. Reno Landers.
Reno.
And, Reno, yes.
Yes, sir.
He'll be after next. Okay.
All the way to Reno.
All right. Mr. Benton, good morning.
You're muted.
What's your name, sir? DDC.
Yes. Devin Harris.
That's a do.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Harris. This is case number 250-577-5501. Please say the Michigan versus Devin Harris. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Magistrate. Always a pleasure. Good morning. Steve Vincent for the people, P71917.
Good morning. Barton Morris appearing on behalf of the defendant, P54701.
5471.
Oh, sorry, 54701.
01. Waiting for my reading, stand mute, Mr. Morris.
Yes.
All right, court with a not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Mr. Morris, Mr. Vincent, any objection to a personal bond in this matter, given the nature of the offense, ties, community, lack of criminal history?
No objection.
Well, I know Mr. Morris isn't going to object to that. I mean, he's got a good reputation within the community. I'm not going to object to the personal. Magistrate, I am asking for monitorization. I do think there's a level of danger here, even with Mr. Morris representing this defendant. And I hope you can appreciate this. The defendant was just arraigned yesterday in our courtroom for a failure to appear on a different CCW matter. And that was his second failure to appear. So he has an ongoing CCW matter. He was failing to appear. He's on warrant status. And then he gets picked up here, and you can see the allegations. I mean, he's hiding a defaced firearm that's loaded. They find pot in the car. He doesn't have a license. Car isn't insured.
Was he given a personal bond yet? Was he given a personal bond yesterday?
Robbins,
Yes.
Judge Robbins actually took it himself. It wasn't held here. It looks like it was converted to 1,000 personal. But
All right.
Magistrate, we have multiple failures to appear, and now we have this incident. So I'm asking for monitorization, but of course I respect you. I'll leave it up to you.
$5,000 personal bond, no tether at this point. Sir, you're not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons while this case is pending. Probable cause, May 29th in front of Judge Robbins. Preliminary examination, June 5th in front of Judge Giles. Please step aside. Mr. Benton, are you ready?
Oh.
Thank you.
Okay. This is case number 250-450-5601. Please say the Michigan versus Kenneth Benton. Appearances, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Lisa Coyle appearing on behalf of the people.
Hey, good morning, Your Honor. Bruce Davis, P763 for Kenneth Benton. I'll wait for Marie.
Okay, I'm
Yes,
sorry,
yes.
Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis, you
Yes.
came across muted. What's your P number?
76203.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Davis.
I will wait for Marie of the charges under plea of stand mute.
All right, the court and I guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Benton, excuse me. Bond recommendation from the people.
Your Honor, the people are recommending a $20,000 personal bond. This just occurred back in November, but I am asking the court for an alcohol tether. I do not see any prior or subsequent OWIs. He did admit drinking, but this is close in proximity. His blood alcohol level was a 14.3. So for those reasons, Your Honor, and no driving, of course, without a valid license.
Yeah.
Mr. Davis, response?
No objection to a personal bond. That's what I'm asking for as well. I don't think a tether is necessary. If the court wants to order him to test randomly, he'll agree to test, but a tether isn't necessary to secure his bond. Well, to ensure that he's going to comply with his bond conditions. He's no longer drinking. He's going to keep on. So.
Okay. I agree with you, Mr. Davis. He's 61 years old. Looks like his first offense. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. $20,000 personal bond. Sir, while this case is pending, you're not to drink any alcohol. You're driving without a valid driver's license. Pre-trial will be June 3rd in front of Judge Bryant. Is it Mr. Benton? Mr. Benton, do you have any questions regarding your bond and or court dates?
You're muted.
Unmute yourself, Mr. Benton.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Never mind, Mr. Benton. Your attorney knows. Have a good day, Mr. Benton.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
All right. Is that Reno Landers at DDC?
Yes, Your Honor. Reno Landers, Your Honor.
Okay. This is case number 250-451-0701. People State of Michigan versus Reno Landers.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Crips P34972 appearing on behalf of my client, Reno Landers.
I'm hanging out until somebody does something stupid. I'm confident it won't take very long.
Okay. Wait for my reading stand mute.
He does, Your Honor.
All right. Court and I guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Landers.
Thank you.
Appearance for the people and argument for the people.
Thank you, Magistrate, as well as Mr. Cripps. Steve Vincent, P71917. I know Mr. Cripps is aware of this. This defendant has a pretty checkered past in terms of criminal history. I mean, I have convictions for armed robbery as well as unarmed robbery. He's actually currently on probation right now for resisting and obstructing out of Washtenaw. He just got put on probation for that earlier this year in February, and he's going to be supervised, it looks like, through at least 2026. And here we have assaultive allegations. We have an individual that apparently ended up hitting another person, and there were visible injuries, as well as that follow-up medical care. Now, I don't think the defendant is a flight risk. Mr. Cripps is on the case, and I appreciate, he knows I respect him. I do think there is a level of danger, but at this point, Magistrate, I would be asking for you to give a higher cash bond, or I'm sorry, a higher personal bond with any other conditions you feel appropriate.
The defense is asking for a personal bond. My client will make all his court dates. On information belief, the complainant has already contacted police about dropping charges, but that's down the road, of course. My client took care of the probation issue yesterday. In fact, voluntarily turned himself in. He's on probation for misdemeanor in Ann Arbor District Court. The magistrate there took care of it, set the warrant aside, and then he was shipped last night to DVC to take care of this matter, which he's retained me to take care of. We're asking for a personal bond.
All right, $10,000 on a personal bond. While this case is pending, Mr. Landers, you're not to possess any handguns, firearms, other dangerous weapons, no contact with Monica Carmen. You cannot go to the Western Golf address in Livonia, Michigan. Pre-trial in person to be June 3rd in front of Judge Austin Garrett. Mr. Landers, do you have any questions regarding your bond and or court date?
Oh, Your Honor.
Okay, step aside,
You
please.
said in person, Judge?
In person for Judge Garrett.
Thank you. Thank you
Okay,
very much, Ron. Have a good day.
you're welcome.
Thank you,
Okay,
Mr. Vincent.
can you bring up Mr. Hickmat Sako? And then you're next, sir.
You want him all the way up front?
Wherever, I want to see whether I can hear him on the record.
Okay, all right.
He might have promise. I can't tell you.
And for those in Zoom courtroom, Mr. Gilbert Johnson, you're next. And this is calling case number 240-452-6101. Houston, Michigan versus Hickmat Sako. This is an Attorney General case. Sir, state your name for the record.
State your name, sir.
My name is Hickmat Sako.
Okay, appearance, please.
Evelyn Galvan, Your Honor, on behalf of Mr. Sako, P-A7992. Mr. Sako stands mute, understands his constitutional rights, and asks that a non-guilty plea be entered on his
All
behalf.
right, the court ordered not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Sako. Mr. Sako, the court's going to give you a $1,000 personal bond in this matter. You're not to go back to the MGM casino. Is that clear, sir? Pre-trial will be June 4th in front of Judge Jones. Do you have any questions regarding your court dates and or bonds? Any questions, sir?
Do you have any questions, sir?
How about to stay away from Mr. Lau?
Okay, move back and wait for your paperwork. Mr. Gilbert Johnson, you're next. Does Mr. Johnson need to be interviewed?
June 4th. June 4th. You're gonna get the paperwork. Okay.
Okay, hearing none. All right, Mr. Johnson, I have to recuse myself on your case. I signed the warrant years ago when I was in the prosecutor's office. Magistrate Boyer will be handling it right now.
Oh, judge change. Judge change. That's my judge change music.
Mr. Johnson, your name for the record, please.
Gilbert Johnson.
We'll start with tickets you have where you missed some court dates. When you missed those dates, the judge issued an arrest warrant for you. You do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You also have the right to an attorney, and if you cannot afford an attorney, the court will provide one for you. Do you understand those rights, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, first ticket is P-169-2095 with a charge of supplying false information to a police officer. Second ticket is P-169-2103 with a charge of trespassing. These are both misdemeanor charges. Maximum penalty you face on each is up to 93 days in jail and or a $500 fine. I'm going to set aside the arrest warrant, enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, give you a personal bond. Your next court date is a pre-trial June 6th in front of Judge Williams here in 36th District Court. Your other matter is case 23-059-553, State of Michigan versus Gilbert Johnson. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Magistrate Boyer. It's good to see you. Steve Vincent for the people, P71917.
Good morning, Your Honor. Evelyn Galvan, on behalf of Mr. Johnson, P-87992. My client waives formal reading and understands his constitutional rights and stands mute.
Court will enter a not guilty plea on your client's behalf. There's a capias in the file at 2,500, 10%, signed by Judge Jefferson, May 7th of this year. Indications that this is the third capias, and she has obviously been contacted and declined to alter that capias. Anybody want to put anything on the record with regard to that?
I got nothing else. Thank you.
Makes me think Burton was a prosecutor at some
Your Honor, we
point.
would just like to point out that
Yeah, that
Mr.
makes
Johnson
sense.
is a lifelong resident and that this is a crime of poverty, Your Honor, and we would appreciate a personal bond tonight.
Thank you. And typically he would get a personal bond. I, of course, do not have the authority to alter the judge's capias. So I'm going to enter capias or enter bond at that amount, 2,500, 10%. He'll have a bond redetermination hearing on, is it the 27th?
I do not have the authority.
Okay. On Tuesday, 5/27. Further dates after that are probable cause conference 5/29 and preliminary exam June 3rd, both in front of Judge Jefferson. Mr. Johnson, just show up to these hearings. You probably spend more time in jail now than you would if you ever showed up. Thank you, sir. You can step aside.
I picture that magistrate was in back on a cot and they went and poked him with a stick.
Okay, are we ready on
Come out for that.
1 second here?
Ready for DC?
No, just give me one moment. For the record, I'm ready for everybody. Let the record show that.
Fair and ready magistrate.
I just gotta get my Hawkins. Okay, here we go. All right, Mr. Hawkins. 1 second, I'm doing that. I got a lot of outside Detroit cases. Just sit tight, everybody. Okay. Mr. Hawkins, state your name.
Hawkins.
Speak up, please.
Daquan Hawkins.
All right, this is case number 250-570-8801, Houston, Michigan versus Daquan Hawkins. Appearances, please.
Lisa Coyle, appearing on behalf of the people.
For the record, Christina Harris, P52857, on behalf of Daquan Hawkins, who stands mute, waives the formal reading of the complaint, and he has been advised of and understands his statutory and constitutional rights.
All right. The court went on not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Hawkins. Bond recommendation from the people.
Your Honor, he has a pending resisting and obstructing in front of Judge Bridget Hathaway currently. His final conference is the 27th of this month. He has a jury trial date set. The date of offense of that was January of this year. This occurred prior to that. So I also note in between, he picked up an RCSP motor vehicle as indicated in the IR. No objection to a personal bond in this matter.
Okay.
No objection to the recommendation Attorney Coyle has made.
$10,000 on a personal bond, Mr. Hawkins. Probable cause May 30th. Preliminary examination June 6th. Both in front of Judge Jefferson. The two dates are May 30th, June 6th in front of Judge Jefferson. Mr. Hawkins, do you have any questions regarding your bond and or court dates? Do not? I can't hear you, sir.
No,
Speak
sir.
up.
No,
Okay,
sir.
have a good day then.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day,
You
Mr.
too.
Hawkins.
You too.
Thank you.
Hey, Judge, we got good brother Muhammad Nasser here for Mr. Lewis Benton. So he is here for
Mr. Who?
Mr. Lewis. He's here for Mr. Demarco Lewis. Brother Muhammad Nasser is here.
Oh, sweet Jesus.
Good morning, Judge.
Canton?
Can't correct, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Oh. Can's on the screen. He's right next. Yes.
That Mr. Lewis is the case in which I'd like to speak to the detective. So when the detective comes to the screen, can I have a breakout room real quickly? Thank you.
All right, Mr. Lewis. Mr. Lewis, can you have is the officer there?
Yes, he's right here.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
All right, give me one moment.
Okay, there he is. Okay, that's Muhammad Nasser. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Who's ready on Calhoun? Are we ready on? I know we are, because that's Mr. Murad's case. And Mr. Murad is always ready.
Ready, Judge, always ready, Your Honor.
Thank you. I knew that. All right. Dennis Torres Ibarra, state your name, please.
Dennis Giovanni Torres Ibarra.
All right. This is case number 250-570-6401. Houston and Michigan versus Dennis Giovanni Torres Ibarra. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Magistrate. Good morning. Steve Vincent, P71917.
And Ryan Murad, P83665, on behalf of Mr. Dennis Torres Ibarra. We waive the formal reading and stand mute. He's been advised of his rights.
Court will render not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Bond recommendation from the people.
Magistrate, it's an incident that took place early last year. I see that Mr. Murad's on this case. It's non-assaultive, but it is serious. At this time, we're not going to be objecting to a personal bond. We would be asking for a couple of different conditions. One, a no contact with that Lanyo address. Secondly, a no contact with the two individuals that were named in the complaint. One of them is directly named, and the second one is named within the investigative report. First names are Raphael as well as Alicia.
No objection to the recommendation, Judge.
Okay. All right, $10,000 personal bond, sir. No contact with Raphael nor Alicia Cervantes. You cannot go back to the Lanyo address. Probable cause will be May 30th. Clinical examination June 6th. They're both in front of Judge Marlena Taylor. Mr. Torres Ibarra, do you have any questions regarding your bond and or court dates?
No, sir.
All right, have a good day, sir.
Thank you, too.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Vincent.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Mr. Torres Ibarra will be in touch.
Okay, thank you.
All right, gentlemen at DDC, what's your name?
Yeah, it's on here. I'm David Watkins.
Watkins?
Yes, sir.
Okay, give me one moment, Mr. Watkins.
Yes, sir.
We're counting on you, Mr. Watkins. Let's turn the stream into something special.
David Watkins. Is that you?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Judge, could they bring Mr. Snowden next, Mr. Marquis Snowden to the screen next after Mr. Watkins, please?
Sure.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You heard what Mr. Reagan said? All right, Mr. Watkins, this is case number 180-452-8401. Houston, Michigan versus David Watkins. Appearances, please.
Lisa Coyle, appearing on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Excuse me. Evelyn Galvan on behalf of Mr. Watkins, who waives formal reading, understands his constitutional rights, and stands mute.
All right, the court ordered not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Watkins. Bond recommendation from the people.
Your Honor, this is 2018 DV that's never been arraigned. No objection to 5,000 personal, no contact with Ms. Harris.
Any objection?
No objection to a personal bond, Your Honor.
All right, 5,000 on a personal bond, no contact with Ms. Harris. And let me confirm something. Does he still live at the Shadow Fund address?
No. I never lived there.
Okay. Well, no contact with the Shadow Fund address. Pre-trial in person, June 3rd, in front of Judge Austin Garrett. Is that clear, Mr. Watkins?
Yes, sir.
All right, step aside, please.
What a disappointment.
You're
Mr.
welcome.
Watkins could not have been more reasonable. What are you doing to me?
Are we ready on Canton, Mr. Nassar?
He drops a yes, sir, on the judge on the way out.
Okay. Gentlemen in Canton, state your name.
Demarco Lewis.
Some days you can't win. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Dr. Pepper showed up.
All right, Mr. Lewis. This is case number 240-5900701. Houston, Michigan versus Demarco Lewis. Appearances, please.
Lisa Coyle, appearing on behalf of the people. Good morning, Mr. Nassar.
Good morning. And good morning, Your Honor, and to your staff. It pleases most honorable court. Mohammed Nasser, P74485, appearing on behalf and with Mr. Demarco Lewis. Certainly good morning, Ms. Coyle as well. Judge, defendant would waive the former reading, stands mute, and would request the court to enter a not guilty plea on his behalf.
All right. The court will enter a not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Lewis. Bond recommendation from the people.
This case has some age to it, goes back to January of 22, wasn't signed until August of 24. They did 7 undercover buys, a trash pull, and then they executed a search warrant. I don't see any prior drug cases. I see a 2011 DB and a 2012 CCW under HIDA. After speaking to the detective, this case, he was pulled over on a traffic stop. No objection to a $75,000 personal bond. I would leave it in the court's discretion as to a tether. I don't believe that there should be an issue as to him appearing in court. That's why although there's a lot of drugs and a lot of work went into putting together this case, I'm more concerned on a higher personal bond. Thank you.
Mr. Nassar, please address the issue of tether.
Judge, I believe there's no issue. I don't believe a tether is warranted here, Judge. Back in 2022, when this incident originally happened, Mr. Lewis reached out to my former firm, which is the Perkins Law Group, retained our services. Again, the warrant only was issued back in 2024. He was unaware of that particular matter. He got pulled over in a traffic matter and was advised of the warrant. Again, he doesn't have certainly any drug history. He has retained counsel in myself and my firm now. So I would ask this court to concur with the bond recommendation of Ms. Coyle of the $75,000 personal bond. I would ask this court not to issue a GPS tether. Again, it's not warranted. He doesn't have a Cape history, and he does have retained counsel, Judge.
Is he employed?
Absolutely, he's employed.
Okay. $75,000 personal bond. No tether at this point. Probable cause. May 30th, preliminary examination, June 6th, both in front of Judge Giles.
Was Dr. Pepper?
Thank you, Judge.
And one more thing, Mr. Nassar, just give me your P number one more time.
74485, Judge.
74485. Thank you. All right, have a good day, Mr.
Always
Lewis.
a pleasure, Judge, and Ms. Coyle, thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right,
Good
thank
day.
you.
Thank you.
All right. All right.
Thank you, Detective.
DDC. DDC, gentlemen, with the Dr. Pepper.
Oh, yes, sir. I mean, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Both will do. What's your name, sir? I know it's not Dr. Pepper.
Markeith Snowden.
I thought that was Dr. Pepper.
Mr. Snowden. Oh, you're here by special request of Mr. Reagan.
Yes, sir.
He runs the jail, apparently.
I thought Dr. Pepper was the last defendant.
All right. I just have one case for Mr. Snowden, 2025-250-453-5201. Houston, Michigan versus Markeith Snowden. Appearances, please.
Lisa Coyle appearing on behalf of the people.
And Your Honor, good morning to you and your staff. Good morning, Ms. Coyle. Philip Reagan on behalf of Markeith Snowden. Judge, we would waive the formal reading, stand mute at this time. He's been advised of his rights.
All right, the court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Snowden. Bond recommendation from the people.
Recommending a $25,000 personal bond, no contact. The complainant, Ms. Snowden, Letitia Snowden, is his mother. Allegedly, he grabbed her by the wrist and slammed her to the ground, broke her phone. There is some issue as to possible mental health, Your Honor. I don't see a criminal history for him, although he does have that other domestic violence case, which was prior to this, that I don't know why they're not arraigning him on that today. But it's a different complainant on that matter, Your Honor. So no objection to $25,000 personal with no contact.
Judge,
Mr. Reagan, I just got a question for you. Is he on any medication?
Judge, no, not at this particular time. He is not.
Okay. All right. I'll cut you off. Go ahead, Mr. Reagan.
No, Judge, I don't want to talk too much. I was just going to say that other case, Judge. I don't know why they're not arraigning him, Judge. Maybe, we found out that the other case, Judge, is not him, it's his brother, because the complainant is his brother's girlfriend. So
correct.
In the case here we have with his mom, Judge, she's not going to have any contact. He understands he's going to go live with his cousin. So again, I would just ask for the recommendation of 25,000 personal.
I think she said
different middle names. I noticed that. Okay, the same name, but okay, got it. Thank you.
That's what I got. 25,000 on a personal bond, Mr. Snowden.
Yes, sir. Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Oh, excuse me.
Hold on, Mr. Snowden. Hold
on. Does Mr. Snowden live on Burwood?
Judge, he did live on Burwood. That is correct. He is not going to Burwood.
Does he have an alternative place?
He absolutely does, Judge, at his cousin's house. He used to have no contact right now while this case is pending. We talked to him about that. He understands that fully.
Okay. All right, 25,000 on a personal bond. No contact with Letitia Snowden. You cannot go back to the Burwood address, Mr. Snowden. You're also not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. Pretrial will be June 3rd in person in front of Judge Austin Garrett. Do you understand that, sir?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. You have any questions regarding your bond and or court date, sir?
No, sir. No, Your Honor.
Thank you very much.
Then. Okay.
There shall not be any cutting of trees.
All right, what's your name, sir?
Octavius Black Turner.
What's your name?
Octavius Black Turner.
I'm not going to say anything.
Octavius Black Turner?
Yes.
All right. This is case number, well, first of all, Mr. Black Turner, you have some traffic matters which you failed to appear in court for. As a result of your failure to appear, warrants for arrest were issued. The court's going to set aside these arrest warrants, give you personal bond in each of these misdemeanor matters. It carries a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail and or a $500 fine. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. You can't afford an attorney. One will be appointed on behalf. The tickets are P1405951, discharge firearm. Ticket P1499258, no insurance misdemeanor. And ticket P1618721, no insurance misdemeanor. At least these misdemeanor matters, sir, you're on a personal bond, no dollar amount. Pretrial will be June 6th in front of Judge Yancey. Is that clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, now to your main matters. Case number 250-573-6201. State of Michigan versus Octavius Black Turner. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Magistrate. Steve Vincent for the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Evelyn Galvan, P87992, on behalf of Mr. Black Turner, who stands mute, waives formal reading, and understands his constitutional rights.
All right, the court word on our guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Black Turner. Before I start with you, Mr. Vincent, counsel, does he have an alternative place to stay during the pendency of this case?
Yes, Your Honor.
I do like
Yes, Your Honor, he
the
does.
t-shirt.
He will live with
With
his
whom?
cousin.
Okay, go ahead, Mr. Vincent, with your bond recommendation.
Magistrate, really serious lead charge. I see the allegations. He was on probation at the time of this offense out in Oakland, but it was for a non-assaultive matter. It was for an embezzlement conviction. I don't have anything since the incident, and the incident took place in August of last year. So we appreciate you, inquiring as to where he's living at the time, and no contact through the pendency of the case. Because of the way it's being charged, maybe a higher personal bond. Leave it up to you.
All right, counsel, is he working? If she's speaking, I can't hear you. I think you muted yourself.
Your Honor, at this time, Mr. Black Turner is unemployed.
$50,000 personal bond. Mr. Black Turner, I'm gonna have you fitted with a GPS tether.
I'm sorry, what's the bond, sir?
$50,000 personal bond. I'm gonna have you fitted with a GPS tether, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. No contact with Ms. Rose. You cannot go back to the Lindsay address. Probable cause to be June 3rd, preliminary examination June 10th, both in front of Judge Jacquet. Do you have any questions regarding your bond and/or court dates, Mr. Black Turner?
Oh, Your Honor.
All right, step aside, please.
Sacre bleu.
Your name? Joe Amos Williams.
Joe Williams?
Joe Amos Williams II, yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Williams, this is case number 230-452-1101. People said Michigan versus Joe Amos Williams II. Appearances, please.
We're all polite
Mr.
today.
Coyle, appearing on behalf of the people.
Evelyn Galvan, on behalf of Mr. Williams, who stands mute, understands his constitutional rights, and waives formal reading.
The court will a not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Bond recommendation from the people.
Your Honor, I see this as an adjudicated matter. He was sentenced on April 1st of 24. He has a failure to appear in October 7th of 24 for $500 cash by Judge Garrett. No objection to the court converting it to a personal bond in this matter. But although I do note he does have, it appears to be at least 2 failures to appear. So I would also say giving a personal bond, but at this point, I don't know if it's a question of not paying, but I would ask for possibly a tether with no conditions on that tether, but just to ensure his appearance to finish out his case. Thank you.
Your Honor, at this time, we have no objection to a personal bond. We would argue against a tether, Your Honor. We believe that based on these allegations, there is not a need for a tether with a no contact order based on the complaining witness. Mr. Williams does work at Foodland. He has had a consistent job and is a lifelong resident of Detroit.
Mr. Williams, you just got to show up for court.
Well, there's something you don't hear every day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I mean, I've been very busy trying to work. I've been with my mother.
Okay.
I'm helping my mother out with bills.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
I don't want to hear excuses. I just want you to appear in court.
Yes, sir.
This is at least your second capias. I didn't see there's any others.
At one point, he was given originally $150,000 personal bond, failed to appear, then was given a $500 personal with a tether back in October of 23. Then he pled guilty in December, and then he was sentenced 4 months later. And then he again failed to appear. And usually it comes down to paying costs on probation, Your Honor. This is not an issue where he's contacting the complainant, it's an adjudicated matter. So, sometimes it's about the money. And so that's why I'm saying he needs to get either on a payment plan. It doesn't appear that he's a threat to the complainant, as far as I know. So that's why I'm thinking the tether. Otherwise, the court should set like a $10,000 or $1,000 10% or $1,500 10% to put some money down and to ensure his appearance. Sometimes that's what pulls people back to finish up the matter.
Mr. Williams, okay, I know you're busy. We all are. We have busy lives during this day and age. But just show up for court. This is adjudicated. And so you can go on with your life, go on to work, take care of the responsibilities you have, sir. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. $500 personal bond. You need to show up in person, June 3rd, in front of Judge Austin Garrett.
Yes,
this may be the last personal bond you get, sir.
Okay, yes, sir.
You understand that? Okay. All right, step aside, Mr. Williams.
In fairness, he was reasonable.
What's your name?
Daquan Maybel.
What's your name?
Daquan Maybel.
JJ Walker?
Maybel. This is case number 200-456-3801. People say the Michigan versus Daquan Maybel.
He's going to say dynamite before this
Lisa
is over.
Coyle appearing on behalf of the people.
Evelyn Galvan, on behalf of Mr. Maybel, who waives formal reading, has been advised of his constitutional rights and stands mute.
All right, the court will not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Maybel. By recommendation from the people.
This is also a failure to appear, Your Honor. He has currently a $1,500 cash surety from Judge Jones. In this matter, it dates back to September of 2020. It's not assaultive. He was originally given $1,000 personal, never appeared. We had a failure to appear in February of 21. But as recent as April 3rd of this year, he was given another $1,000 personal bond, failed to appear. And so he was given a $1,500 cash surety by Judge Jones. So in this matter, again, this case, Your Honor, nothing has occurred on this case. But that is why, again, I'm going to ask if the court is going to give a personal. I have no objection to a personal, but I think we need to put a tether because this case is at the 5-year mark almost.
All right, counsel.
Your Honor, Mr. Maybel is a lifelong resident of Michigan. He did complete his GED. He's currently unemployed, but he denies the allegations, Your Honor. He is also, excuse me, he is also currently homeless. However, we don't believe that there's a need for a tether. Mr. Maybel is going to commit to attend court and is not a danger to the community.
Well, he's got 2 failure to appears. I'm not sure, I'm not entirely confident he is going to show up. I'm going to give him a $10,000 personal bond, no contact with the Piquette address, with a GPS tether, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. Pretrial June 4th in front of Judge Jones. Mr. Maybel, do you have any questions regarding your bond and or court date, sir?
No, Your Honor.
You do not? All right.
What is going on in Detroit? That's like 10 reasonable defendants in a row.
What's your name, sir? Repeat that, please. All right, Mr. Herring, you have some traffic matters which you failed to appear in court for. As a result of your failure to appear, warrants for arrest were issued. The court's going to set aside these arrest warrants. Your personal bond and each of these misdemeanor matters that carries a maximum penalty of up to 93 days in jail and or a $500 fine. You have the right to remain silent. And then you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. Can afford an attorney, one will be appointed on behalf. Tickets are U687-821-24. Possession of a controlled substance. Ticket 11P1122716. Fair display of valid operator's license. Ticket P1157566. No insurance misdemeanor driver while license not valid. Ticket P1210001. Under the age of 21, possession more than 2.5 ounces of marijuana. Ticket P1212031. Possession of drug paraphernalia. Ticket P1242275. No insurance misdemeanor driver license suspended. Ticket SP13228571. Driver license not valid. Ticket P1330188. Driver license not valid. Ticket P1365453. Open alcohol motor vehicle. Ticket P1568363. Driver license never required. And ticket P1371429. No insurance misdemeanor. Driver license never required. In each of these misdemeanor matters, sir, you're given a personal bond, no dollar amount. Pretrial will be June 6th in front of Judge Millhouse. Is that clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right, this is case number 22044152001. People State Michigan versus Ryan Herring. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Magistrate. Steve Benson for the people.
This is my
Evelyn
fault.
Galvan, on behalf of Mr. Herring, who waives formal reading, has been advised of his constitutional rights and stands mute.
All right, the court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Herring. Bond recommendation from the people.
Magistrate, it's a capious matter. It's just kind of the same thing over and over again with this defendant. He has 4 failures to appear, 4 capiouses. I think you have authority to do so. We're going to ask you to increase the capious amount as well as give this defendant monitorization. I don't even think he's appeared at a substantive hearing in this entire process. So we'll leave it up to you. But that's
my records indicate the same.
It's Leah's Flood's fault.
Your Honor, Mr. Herring believes that he was in jail at the time of the pretrial on August 28, 2024, and that is why he was unable to attend. He is working currently in construction. He has that stable job, but the days and hours vary given the industry of construction. And he is also a lifelong resident of Detroit.
Is that it?
Yes, Your Honor. Excuse me, Your Honor. We don't believe that he would be a flight risk, Your Honor. We believe that he will take this seriously and attend court, and don't believe that he is a danger to the community. And so we believe that with the no contact with the mayor, there is no need for a tether, and he will show up to court, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Well, he may not have any contact with Meyer, but he still hasn't had any recent contact with the court. So I'm going to give a $1,000 personal bond, GPS tether, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew. I don't think he's a danger to the community, but he just doesn't show up to court for his court date. His next court date, pretrial, June 5th in front of Judge Jones. And it goes without saying, no contact with Myers. Step aside, Mr. Herring.
I mean, that's as wild as it got today.
Stand right there. Stand.
What's your name, sir?
Kelvin Edwards.
Edwards.
Yes, sir.
Oh, all right. This is case number 250-570-2101, People State of Michigan versus Kelvin Edwards, excuse me. Appearances, please.
Lisa Coyle, appearing on behalf of the people.
Evelyn Galvan on behalf of Mr. Edwards. Mr. Edwards waives formal reading, has been advised of his rights, and stands mute.
All right, the court will order not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Edwards. Mr. Edwards has an outstanding $30,000 cash bond set by Judge Ronald Giles for failure to appear at preliminary examination April 22nd. We've reached out to Judge Giles. He wants that bond to continue. That bond will continue, $30,000 cash bond. Bond redetermination will be Tuesday, May 27th, 9 a.m. in front of Chief Judge McConicle. Probable cause May 30th in front of Judge Giles. Preliminary examination June 6th in front of Judge Giles. And also while this case is pending, sir, you're not possessing any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. Please step aside.
That right there, 6'4". Cardier Thomas. Means.
Cardier Thomas Means.
Yes, sir.
Is that a yes?
Can you repeat that?
State your name again for the record.
Cardier Thomas Means.
All right, this is case number 250-576-9001. People State of Michigan versus Cardier Thomas Means. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Magistrate. Steve Vincent for the people.
Your Honor, Evelyn Galvan on behalf of Mr. Thomas. Mr. Thomas waives formal reading, has been advised of his constitutional rights, and stands mute. And Your Honor, we just need one moment for Mr. Thomas.
Okay.
We are ready now.
Not a lot.
All right, Ms. Galvana, does Mr. Thomas have alternative place to stay aside from the Cortland address?
Your Honor,
Just ask him. Just ask him.
Mr. Thomas, do you have an address apart from the address on Cortland in Detroit where you can stay?
Yes, I do. I have to call my mom for it. Yes, I do. Yeah. It's on what's the street?
No need to give the address.
No.
Thank you.
All right. Go ahead with your bond recommendation, Mr. Vincent.
Magistrate, here, what I have on this defendant, I have a November of 19 A and B that was deferred under HIDA. I mean, there's some history of assault. This incident just occurred a few days ago. At this time, we're not going to be objecting to a high personal bond. We would be asking for a tether as well as a curfew, based on two things. One, the way that it's being charged, but two, that this defendant, when he was striking, allegedly didn't just use his hands, but ended up using that firearm. We do find a level of danger in all of it. So that's our recommendation.
A response?
Your Honor, upon our information, Mr. Thomas does not have a prior criminal record apart from this. He is working at Walmart and has that consistent job. He also is a lifelong resident of Michigan. He lives with his father and has that alternative address that he can go to. We do not believe that a tether is warranted in this case, but if it were, we of course ask for the ability to still go to work so that he does not lose his job.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll stipulate.
Well, no. I think he needs a tether.
Oh, no, I'm stipulating to the fact that he can have a tether, but go to work.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you for clarification. Yes. $30,000 personal bond. No contact with the complaining witness, Deanna Johnson. You're not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. GPS tether, 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. curfew.
What's a little pistol whipping between friends?
Probable cause June 3rd, preliminary examination June 10th, both in front of Judge Jack K. Mr. Thomas Means, do you have any questions regarding your bond and or court dates?
I thank you for the leeway and I appreciate what you gave him.
Okay, have a good day. Step aside, please.
Oh my God, even Cartier was good.
What's your name?
Daquan Andre Lewis Henry.
Repeat that.
Daquan Andre Lewis Henry.
Mr. Henry, this is case number 250-577-5701. Houston of Michigan versus Daquan and Andre Lewis Henry. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Magistrate. Steve Benson for the people.
Evelyn Galvan, on behalf of Mr. Henry, who waives formal reading, has been advised of his constitutional rights and stands mute.
All right, the court will not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Bond recommendation from the people.
Magistrate, we're asking for a tether here. Defendant fleeing from the police on the roadway. He has a suspended license. He's driving dangerously. He's driving his mom's car. They find him. They arrest him. He just turned 18, like 3 months ago. So for all of those reasons, Magistrate, we're going to be asking for monitorization. Leave everything else up to you.
Okay, Ms. Galvan, before you proceeded your argument, as your client finished high school.
He is still in high school currently, Your Honor. He's in 12th grade at Harperwood Academy.
He's going to prom tonight.
And has prom tonight as well with his school.
Does he plan on going to prom?
Yes. He hopes to, Your Honor, if he's allowed to go on a personal bond today.
Okay, he can go, but he's not driving.
He understands that, Your Honor.
No driving, period.
There's no way that
tuxedo?
Guy's in high school.
I thought prom season was done like a month and a half or 2 months ago. This graduation.
No.
Just saying.
No, Mr. Vincent, you went to
experience.
Well, I have high schoolers, so I kind of know, but whatever. I'll digress.
We went to high school in the 20th century. Times have changed.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
All right, $20,000 personal bond, no driving, Mr. Henry. I want you to continue to go to school. You can go to prom tonight, but you better not be driving. Probable cause June 2nd, preliminary examination June 9th, both in front of Judge Marlena Taylor. Good luck tonight at prom, sir.
What does he need luck for at a prom? What is that all about?
Vincent, I need to take you in the breakout room.
No, sorry. I'll keep my mouth closed.
What's the bond again?
Vincent, just saved my
What's the bond
screen.
again?
10,000 personal, Mr. Henry.
Thank you.
Your Honor.
Yes.
Your Honor, I just wanted to confirm for Mr. Henry, was it 10,000 personal or 20,000 personal?
If I said 20, I misspoke. It's 10,000 personal. And no driving, regardless of the status of his driver's license.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, what's your name?
Hezekiah Clark.
All right, this is case number 250-577-5601. Houston, Michigan versus Hezekiah Clark. Appearances, please.
Lisa Coyle appearing on behalf of the people.
Evelyn Galvan on behalf of Mr. Clark, who waives formal reading, has been advised of his rights and stands mute.
All right, the court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of Mr. Clark, given the nature of the offense, lack of criminal history, and its ties to the community. Any objection to a personal bond?
No objection to a 5,000 personal, Your Honor. Thank you.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Clark, $5,000 personal bond, sir. While his case is pending, you're not to possess any handguns, firearms, or other dangerous weapons. Probable cause May 29th in front of Judge Robbins. Preliminary examination June 5th in front of Judge Jefferson. Please step aside, sir.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. What's your name, sir? All right, this is case number 250-577-6001. Houston, Michigan versus Don Norman. Appearances, please.
Thank you, Magistrate. Steve Benson for the people.
Evelyn Galvan on behalf of Mr. Norman, who stands mute, waives formal reading, and understands his constitutional rights.
All right, the court will enter not guilty plea on behalf of your client. Final recommendation from the people.
Magistrate, we're recommending 50,000 cash as surety. We're recommending a tether with a curfew. We're recommending an alcohol tether. The defendant's only 35 years old, but he's being charged with OWI third at this point. He's also being charged with that R&O. He had his 5-year-old daughter in the car at the time of this incident. He's being charged with child abuse. The allegations are this defendant's drunk on the roadway, driving the wrong way on the road with his daughter in the back seat. He ends up hitting a car, causing that car to roll over. The individual in that car ends up having to go to the hospital. The police end up responding. The defendant's blood alcohol content was twice the legal limit with his daughter in the back seat. And then when he gets arrested, he thinks apparently it was a good idea to spit on officers. We're asking for the cash bond. We find him to be a danger to his daughter, to the community, to police officers. We're asking for the cash with monitorization, both alcohol as well as time. We think it's appropriate here.
All right, response.
Your Honor, Mr. Norman graduated high school and has a job as a trucking company. This
not driving. Is he a driver?
Mr. Norman, are you a driver?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, go ahead.
These are only allegations at this point, Your Honor. The only reason why there is the child abuse fourth is because the daughter was in the car. Of course, that is important. However, there is no other allegations of child abuse.
Behavior in
apart
this
from
case
that.
is
Mr.
disgusting.
Norman is a lifelong resident and we would be opposed to tether, Your Honor, in order for him to get to work. And we believe that the court's concerns would be satisfied with no contact with the officer.
Well, I don't think the officer's looking for him, and he's looking for the officer. I'm not concerned about no contact, but I am concerned about him drinking and driving. I am going to give him a $50,000 personal bond with the following conditions. No alcohol. You'll be fitted with an alcohol tether, sir. With this being your third allegation, it appears to the court that you have a substance abuse problem, sir. So you've been fitted with an alcohol tether. And regardless of the status of your driver's license, no driving whatsoever. Is that clear, sir? All right. Probable cause, June 2nd. Preliminary examination, June 9th. Both in front of Judge Taylor. Mr. Norman, do you have any questions regarding your bond and or court date, sir?
Yeah. So I gotta pay $50,000
I'm sorry, what? I can't hear you.
What do I have to get out, Your Honor?
I'm sorry. What did he say?
I was wondering what do I have to do to get out? Sorry about my ignorance on this, but I would like to know what I have to do to get out.
All right, Mr. Galvano, can you answer that?
Yes, Mr. Norman, given that this is a personal bond, you don't have to pay any money to get out today. You just have to show up to your next court hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Magistrate, can I address one other thing? I apologize. He is being charged with the child abuse fourth degree. Are we allowing him to still be involved with that child through the pendency of the case? I mean, we have allegedly a drunk individual who has a 5-year-old in the back seat.
Well, so long as he's not driving and he's got alcohol tether, which is the primary conditions of the bond, I don't have any other reason to believe he is otherwise a danger to his daughter outside of drinking and driving. So he can have contact with his daughter. But two main concerns for not only safety of the daughter, but the safety of the community: no driving whatsoever, regardless of statute of license, and no alcohol and be fitted with alcohol tether. I think that's the least restrictive means to protect not only his daughter, his child, but the community at large.
Thank you for the explanation.
Okay.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Honor.
step aside, sir. All right. All right, I'll see everybody at 2:30. Excuse me, 2:25.
Females.
What female?
Oh.
Huh?
Oh.
Yeah, I guess we'll do it this afternoon.
Your
What
Honor, we
all right.
still have some on the list. We still have some on the list.
What list?
Ryan Herring,
We did Herring, Miss Harris.
Herring.
Johnson.
We did Johnson.
Yes.
You did Johnson.
Thank you. We did.
This all retained.
Guess we're doing this
We're
afternoon.
just double checking to be
All
thorough.
right.
No, I appreciate that. I think we're through. All right, everybody. We'll see you later.
Take care.
We have females?
I'm through.
Well, there you have it. There you have it. Nothing too exciting happened. We did have a dude who looked somewhat like a lady. We had a high school kid, allegedly, who looks like he's 35 years old, who claims he's going to prom tonight. And when Vincent said, I think we're past prom season, I had a flamingo go to prom, and that was a solid month ago. I'm not saying they're all on the same schedule. I'm not saying that's the case. But it wasn't an odd thing to bring up. But oddly, everybody, in a way, it's sort of nice to see. Oddly, everybody was sort of well behaved, even like lots of failures to appear and not doing their stuff, but they were well behaved in court. I've never seen that many in a row in Detroit. It was odd. So, you get what you get. It's a holiday weekend. This is the only time I had. This is the only time I had today. It's getting on towards evening over here. Claude's got some plans. I don't know what they are. I didn't even want to know what they are, honestly. I don't even want to hear it. So I had to squeeze in the stream when I could. Thank you all for coming out. I appreciate it. Hope you're all well. Hope you're all behaving yourselves. I shouldn't have to be bailing anybody out. It's too early over there. I'll see you all soon.